Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Bhaskashati Shakare Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasinduvaevaka Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So it's been a few weeks since I was able to come for the program here.
已经有好几个星期了，我终于能到这里来参加节目。
I remember we had Ramnami, and then after Ramnami, then we had Jayapataka Swami's Vyasa Puja.
我记得我们先过了 Ramnavami， 然后我们庆祝了 Jayapataka Swami 的 Vyasa Puja。
Jayapataka Swami's Vyasa Puja was celebrated with a very big crowd of people. We had many visitors from other places came.
Jayapataka Swami 的 Vyasa Puja 是有很多的人来庆祝的，人很多，来自于各个不同的地方。
So Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaja has rendered so much valuable service to the Krishna consciousness movement.
是了 Jayapataka Swami 为 Krishna 知觉运动做出了非常有价值的服务。
He has a very big zone here in India, as well as in other countries like South America.
他在印度这里有很大的一个管辖区，而且在其他的国家，比如说南美洲也有他的管辖区。
He's just going to open a big temple in a few days in the city of Patna.
几天之内，他就要在一个名叫 Patna 的城市里开一个新的大庙。
A temple which cost more than 80 crores of rupees.
这个庙大概耗资超过8亿卢比。
So it's a very big temple, and Patna is a very important city. It's a big city there in the state of Bihar.
Patna 是一个很大的城市，在比哈尔邦。
So we hope in the future we can all go there and visit and do some programs there.
我们希望将来有一天都能够去那里，在那儿做一些节目。
We look forward to going there and doing Harinam in the streets of Patna and seeing having darshan of the deities to be installed there.
我们期待着能够到 Patna 的大街上去做 Harinam， 而且呢，期待着能够去得到在那设立的神像的 darshan。
Patna is near to the Jharikhanda forest, where Lord Chaitanya traveled through the Jharikhanda forest on his way to come here and to go to Vrindavan.
Patna 离加尔堪的森林很近，加尔堪的森林是主宰他那他经过的一个地方，他是去到这儿来，然后再去文达文都路过呢。
So, the Krishna consciousness movement, we can see it expanding very nicely here in India, with many new temples opening.
我们可以看到 Krishna 知觉在印度这里传播得很好，有很多的新庙在落成。
And most important is the temple here in Mayapur, which is the headquarters for the world.
最重要的是在马雅普这里，因为这里是全世界的总部。
So we're hoping in a couple of years we'll see the opening of the temple here in Mayapur.
我们希望在2年后能够看到在马雅普这里新庙的落成。
So Srila Jayapataka Maharaj not only organized preaching in these different parts of India, North and South India, all over India. Also, of course, he was very active and was active for many years in Nepal and Bangladesh.
是的，加帕塔克斯瓦米，他不仅仅是在印度他自己管辖区内很活跃，而且他在北印度、南印度、印度的各个部分都非常的活跃，而且多年以来他还主管着尼泊尔和孟加拉国。
And he's encouraged a lot of congregational preaching. He's done a lot of work trying to encourage devotees to develop the congregation.
他做了很多会众传播的工作，他鼓励大家奉献者们去发展会众的传播。
And he, of course, he translated the book by Bhaktivinoda Thakur about Namhata, about how to organize the different preaching centers and how to organize the different people and what services each person should do.
当然了，他还翻译了巴克提维诺塔库的一本书，关于如何发展纳玛哈塔，这个是怎么组织传播，还有不同的人应该做什么事情的一个描述。
So we're all very indebted to His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj for doing so much service.
我们非常亏欠加帕塔卡斯瓦米马哈拉，他做了这么多的服务。
And last week we had also the Vyasa Puja ceremony of His Holiness Indrajumna Swami Maharaj.
上周我们还庆祝了圣座因之丢姆纳斯瓦米马哈拉的维亚萨普加。
And he's another wonderful example to us how dedicated his life to spreading Krishna consciousness around the world.
他是我们要学习的另外一个非常出色的榜样，如何把自己的一生献出来，在全世界传播 Krishna 知觉。
Particularly in Russia, as well as in America.
尤其是在俄罗斯还有美国。
So Indrajumna Swami Maharaj in recent times is spending a lot of time in Vrindavan, and he's done a lot of research about Vrindavan and the different holy places in Vrindavan.
因之丢姆纳斯瓦米马哈拉最近一直住在文达文，他做了很多的研究，就是关于文达文的那些不同的圣地。
If you listen to some of his classes on the YouTube, very wonderful, very informative. He tells us all about many different holy places all around Vrindavan.
如果你们要是聆听他在 YouTube 上的讲课，你们会发现非常的有信息量。他告诉你们很多关于文达文的这些圣地的信息。
Indrajumna Swami has been traveling and preaching for more than 40 years now.
因之丢姆纳斯瓦米直到现在，他已经旅行传播了40多年。
He took sannyas when he was a young man.
他还是年轻人的时候就做了萨尼亚西。
Dedicated his full energy to traveling around the world, preaching, and at the same time he writes. His diary of a traveling preacher is very nice to read.
他一直献出他自己的一生，旅行传播，并且写作。他写的日记，一位旅行传教士的日记非常好。
And his kirtans are unforgettable.
而且他的 kirtan 是让人难以忘怀的。
Tamal Krishna Goswami used to tell Indrajumna Swami, he wanted Indrajumna Swami to come and travel with him. He said, you can take the place of Vishnu Jan.
以前塔玛罗 Krishna Goswami 常常告诉因之丢姆的 Swami 说，你应该跟我们一起去旅行，你可以取代 Vishnu Jan 的地位。
Previously, Tamal Krishna Maharaj was traveling with Vishnu Jan. Vishnu Jan Swami was a famous kirtanier.
先前塔玛罗 Krishna Goswami 跟 Vishnu Jan Swami 一起旅行 ，Vishnu Jan Swami 是一位非常著名的做 kirtan 的奉献者。
So Tamal Krishna Maharaj was telling Indrajumna Swami, you should come travel with me and we'll go and preach.
因此，塔玛罗 Krishna Goswami 就告诉因之丢姆的 Swami 说，你应该跟我一起旅行传播。
And Indrajumna Swami also, he later on, after Tamal Krishna Maharaj departed from the world, he regretted, he said, I regret I never took up that opportunity.
在塔玛罗 Krishna Goswami 离开这个世界隐迹之后，因之丢姆的 Swami 后悔了，他说我从来都没有接受那个机会。
But he continues his traveling and preaching, giving a lot of mercy to devotees everywhere.
但是他继续旅行传播，给所有地方的奉献者很多的仁慈。
Then a few days ago we celebrated the appearance day of Gadadhar Pandit. Yesterday.
就在昨天，我们庆祝了 Gadadhar Pandit 的显现日。
So Gadadhar Pandit, one of the Panchatattva, he is the incarnation of Srimati Radharani in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes.
Gadadhar Pandit 他在Krishna 的逍遥时光里是 Srimati Radharani，然后他在主Chaitanya的逍遥时光之中是 Gadadhar Pandit。
So Gadadhar Pandit's home was very near to Lord Chaitanya, Nimai Pandit's house. He grew up as a friend of Nimai Pandit.
格达达尔潘迪特的家离朱彩滩的马哈帕布的家很近，所以他就作为尼麦潘迪特的朋友一起长大。
And Gadadhar Pandit had intense attachment to Lord Chaitanya. He never wanted to be separate from Lord Chaitanya.
格达达尔潘迪特对于朱彩滩有强烈的依附，他从来不愿意跟朱彩滩分开。
So when Lord Chaitanya took sannyas, Gadadhar Pandit followed him.
当朱彩滩接受萨尼亚斯的时候，格达达尔潘迪特跟着他。
When Lord Chaitanya went to live in Jagannath Puri, Gadadhar also came to live in Jagannath Puri.
当朱彩滩去普里居住的时候，格达达尔潘迪特也跟着他一起去了加格纳普里。
And when Lord Chaitanya wanted to go and travel to Vrindavan, Gadadhar Pandit wanted to go with him.
当朱彩滩想去文达文旅行的时候，格达达尔潘迪特想跟他一起走。
But Lord Chaitanya wouldn't let him go. He said, "No, you have to stay here in Jagannath Puri."
但朱彩滩不让他走，说不，你应该留在加格纳普里这里。
Gadadhar Pandit had taken a vow to stay in Jagannath Puri.
格达达尔潘迪特发誓要一直住在加格纳普里。
He'd taken something called Kshetra Sannyas, where the sannyasi stays in the holy place.
他发的誓言是 Kshetra Sannyas， 也就是说一个萨尼亚西要住在圣地。
So Gadadhar Pandit was supposed to stay there in Jagannath Puri, but he wanted to go with Lord Chaitanya. He couldn't bear to be without Lord Chaitanya.
格达达尔潘迪特本来应该待在加格纳普里，但是他想跟朱彩滩一起走，他无法忍受没有朱彩滩在的日子。
And Lord Chaitanya had given him the deity of Tota Gopinath to worship.
朱彩滩给了他Tota Gopinath的神像来崇拜。
And he was supposed to maintain the worship, but he wanted to go with Lord Chaitanya. He said, "No, someone else can take over the worship." He said, I want to go with you.
他应该维系这个崇拜，但是他说不，我会找其他的人来代替我进行崇拜，我要跟你一起走。
But Lord Chaitanya was not pleased.
但朱彩滩不高兴。
Lord Chaitanya liked to see the devotees to be very steady in their service.
朱彩滩希望看到奉献者们在做服务的时候非常的稳定。
He didn't like Gadadhar Pandit to give up his service.
他并不喜欢格达达尔潘迪放弃他自己的服务。
Still, Gadadhar was very determined. He was going to follow Lord Chaitanya.
但格达达尔仍然决心坚定，他要追随朱彩滩。
Lord Chaitanya told him, "You should stay in the holy place. Stay in Jagannath Puri."
朱彩滩告诉他，你应该待在一处圣地，你应该住在加格纳普里。
And Gadadhar said, "Wherever you are, that is a holy place."
格达达尔说，无论你在哪，那个地方就是一处圣地。
And he said, "Seeing your lotus feet is better than worshipping Tota Gopinath."
他说，看到你的莲花足比崇拜Tota Gopinath更好。
So finally, Lord Chaitanya just left him. He got in a boat and left him. Gadadhar fainted.
终于朱彩滩离开了他，朱彩滩上了船，然后就把他留在那儿。格达达尔于是晕了过去。
Gadadhar had to tolerate the separation from Lord Chaitanya.
格达达尔不得不忍受跟朱彩滩马哈प्रभु之间的分离。
Of course, after some time, Lord Chaitanya returned to Jagannath Puri, and he resided there in Jagannath Puri. And regularly, Lord Chaitanya would come to be with Gadadhar Pandit.
当然，后来朱彩滩马哈प्रभु回来了，他又住在了加格纳普里，而朱彩滩马哈प्रभु会经常的去看格达达尔潘迪。
And Gadadhar Pandit would recite the Srimad Bhagavatam to Lord Chaitanya.
格达达尔潘迪会为朱彩滩朗诵《Srimad Bhagavatam》。
Lord Chaitanya was very fond of hearing the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj and the pastimes of Prahlad Maharaj.
朱彩滩非常喜欢聆听诸王Maharaja还有 Prahlad Maharaj的逍遥时光。
And every day they would sit together and relish the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam.
每一天他们都会坐在一起品味 Srimad Bhagavatam。
When Lord Chaitanya departed from the world, it was unbearable for Gadadhar Pandit.
当朱彩滩离开这个世界的时候，对于格达塔尔而言简直无法忍受。
Within less than 1 year, Gadadhar Pandit also departed from the world.
在1年之内，格达塔尔潘迪也离开了这个世界。
So the temple of Tota Gopinath is still there. The devotees there are very nice. They always accommodate us. They give us we can go there and they'll arrange prasadam for the ISKCON devotees.
Tota Gopinath 的庙宇还在，那儿的奉献者非常的接纳我们 ISKCON 的奉献者。每次我们去的时候，他们都可以给我们安排菩萨等。
We don't get to go into the big temple, but at least we can see Tota Gopinath.
我们进不去大庙，但是我们至少可以看到 Tota Gopinath。
So the deity of Tota Gopinath is very special because originally it was a standing deity, but it became very difficult for Gadadhar to worship because the deity was so tall. And Gadadhar had to stretch up to put ornaments on the crown. It was difficult for him in his old age.
Tota Gopinath 的神像是非常特殊的，对于格达塔尔潘迪特而言，他很难把自己的手伸上去给神像的头冠上戴一些珠宝，尤其是在他年迈的时候。
So, appreciating the difficulty that Gadadhar was having in worshipping him, the deity of Tota Gopinath sat down.
欣赏到格达塔尔在崇拜他的时候付出了很多的艰辛努力，所以Tota Gopinath的神像就坐了下来。原本这个神像是站着的。
It's a very special deity. You don't see many deities of Krishna where Krishna is sitting down.
这是非常特殊的一尊神像，一般你看不到什么Krishna 的神像是坐着的。
But this was Gopinath's reciprocation with the service of Gadadhar.
但这个是 Gopinath 这个神像看到了格达塔尔潘迪特的服务做出的回应和交流。
Another nice pastime that took place with Gadadhar is when they were still in Mayapur. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had taken initiation. He'd gone to Gaya and he'd taken initiation from Ishwarapuri, and then he'd gone to Kanai Natsala, and he'd been embraced by Krishna there. So when he came back to Mayapur, he was really in ecstasy.
另外一个小时光非常的美妙，发生在马尔普这里。朱切他那马哈普布去了嘎雅，得到了伊什瓦尔普瑞的启迪。等他回来之后，他在路上去了卡奈纳塔沙拉，在那个地方得到了 Krishna 亲自的拥抱。等他再回到马尔普这里的时候，他便一直处在狂喜之中。
So he would constantly look for Krishna. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Because in Kanai Natsala, Krishna had appeared to him.
于是他一直在寻找 Krishna 在哪里 ，Krishna 在哪里？是因为在卡奈纳塔沙拉 ，Krishna 显现在他的面前。
Kanai Natsala means a place where Krishna dances.
卡奈纳塔沙拉的意思是 Krishna 跳舞的地方。
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada describes Kanai Natsala as being non-different from Vrindavan.
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada 描述说，卡奈纳塔沙拉跟温达文没有任何的区别。
And it said when Krishna disappears in the Rasa Leela, at that time he comes to Kanai Natsala.
据说当 Krishna 在 Rasa Leela 的时候消失了，然后他就来到了卡奈纳塔沙拉。
So Krishna is still appearing there, dancing there.
Krishna 仍然在那个地方显现，仍然在那个地方跳舞。
And 500 years ago, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually met with Krishna there. Krishna embraced him.
500年之前，主宰参加马哈普布实际上在那里见到了 Krishna 拥抱了他。
So Lord Chaitanya came back after seeing Krishna, and he was really feeling great pain and separation that Krishna is gone. Where is Krishna? And he was asking Gadadhar Pandit, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna?
主宰参加，因为他已经见过了 Krishna 拥抱过他，所以他一直在寻找 Krishna 到底在哪里。他就问格达达尔潘迪特 Krishna 在哪里
And Gadadhar said, oh, he's in your heart. He's in your heart.
格达达尔说他就在你心里，就在你的心里。
But when Lord Chaitanya heard that Krishna was in his heart, Lord Chaitanya began to rip open his skin. He wanted to tear out his heart because he was so anxious to get Krishna.
当主宰参加马哈普布听到这番话之后，他立刻的就想撕开自己的皮肤，想撕开自己的胸膛，因为他非常迫切的想要找到 Krishna。
And Mother Sachi was watching, and she saw Nimai ripping open his chest, tearing at his chest, trying to find Krishna, and she was helpless. She didn't know what to do.
萨琪妈妈看到尼麦在拼命地撕扯着自己的胸膛，想把自己的胸膛扯开。她 他非常的担心，不知道该怎么办。
But Gadadhar Pandit was there, and Gadadhar Pandit restrained him and told him, "It's all right, calm down. Krishna is coming soon. He's coming very soon. Just wait."
而格达塔尔潘迪在旁边，他就安抚了主宰他的马哈帕布说 ：“Krishna 很快就会来，你只要耐心一点，稍微等一下 ，Krishna 就会来的。”
So Mother Sachi thanked Gadadhar Pandit that, "Oh, you're such an intelligent young man. You dealt so nicely with my son. You please always stay with him."
萨琪妈妈非常高兴格达塔尔潘迪做了这样的事情，她说：“你是个非常有智慧的年轻人，然后你应该一直跟我的儿子待在一起。”
So Gadadhar had that mode. He always wanted to be with Lord Chaitanya.
因此，格达达有这样的情感，他想一直跟主差太太在一起。
So when Lord Chaitanya departed from the world, Gadadhar also had he felt no reason to remain. He also left the world.
当主差太太马哈帕布离开这个世界的时候，格达塔尔也想着再也没有任何的理由让我留下来了，他也离开了这个世界。
So in a few days, on Wednesday, we will celebrate. On the 4th, it's the day of Akshaya Tritiya.
再过几天，也就是周三5月4号，我们要庆祝 Akshaya Tritiya。
Tritiya means the third day of the
Tritiya
bright month.
就是月亮上弦月的第3天。
And it's considered a very auspicious day to begin new projects.
这认为是开始新项目的一个非常吉祥的日子。
If you're planning to open a business or you have a new house, you want to move in, it's a good day to move into a new house.
比如你想做生意，或者是搬新家，这都是很好的，你可以搬家。
Or if you want to buy gold, people often buy gold on this day.
或者你想买金子，人们常常在这一天去买金子。
People like to start new projects. And marriage is also sometimes on that day.
人们喜欢在这一天开始新的项目，还有的时候大家会在这一天举行婚礼。
So this Wednesday they're opening this big temple in Patna.
因此，在星期三的时候，在帕特纳，大家就会为这座大庙举行开幕典礼。
Jayapataka Maharaj has gone there for the opening.
加帕塔格马哈尔去那里做开幕典礼。
And they may have even the Prime Minister Modi come there for the opening.
他们甚至还邀请了印度的总理莫迪来参加。
Maybe.
可能他来。
Not easy to get these people.
很不容易邀请到这些人。
Anyway, it's an auspicious day to begin new projects, and it's said that Srila Vyasadeva began writing the Mahabharata on this day.
无论如何，这是非常吉祥的一个日子。据说施罗比亚瑟德是在这一天开始撰写《马哈巴拉塔》的。
The Mahabharata is a very big book. It's very big, very voluminous. Many slokas, many verses.
马哈巴拉塔是一部非常卷帙浩繁的书，里边有很多的sloka，很多的诗节。
The Mahabharatas which we have are not really complete.
我们现在的这个马哈巴拉塔的版本并不是一个完整版。
Because the major part of the Mahabharata is Bhisma's instruction to Maharaja Yudhisthira.
因为马哈巴拉塔的主要的部分是毗湿玛老祖父对于马哈拉吉 Yudhisthira 的教导。
Right? We know Bhisma was laying on the bed of arrows, and Lord Krishna came there with Maharaja Yudhisthira, and Maharaja Yudhisthira was feeling very disconsolate. He was feeling very disturbed in his mind that he'd been responsible for the death of so many people during the Kurukshetra war.
当时毗湿玛正躺在箭床上 ，Krishna 带着马哈拉吉 Yudhisthira 来看他。Yudhisthira 马哈拉吉感觉非常的沮丧，是因为他觉得应该自己为在 Kurukshetra 战争之中丧命的所有的那些人负责任。
And Lord Krishna brought him there for grandfather Bhishma to pacify him.
主 Krishna 带他到了那里，这样老祖父毗湿玛可以安抚他。
And Bhishma spoke for many days. giving instruction.
为什么讲了很多天给他训示？
Because Maharaja Yudhisthira is going to become he's the emperor now. They won the Kurukshetra war, they killed all the Kauravas, so now Maharaja Yudhisthira is in charge. He is the emperor of the world. So Bhishma was instructing him how to organize, how to rule everything.
因为Maharaja Yudhisthira他马上就要成为全世界的统治者了，所以呢，Bhishma老祖宗必须要教导他如何去管理，如何去，就是管理所有的这些事情，他要成为全世界的帝王。
So the Mahabharata, as we know it, we only know about the war and every day different people dying, the different duels and battles which take place.
我们所知道的这个Mahabharata就是有很多的战争，在很多的人死掉，然后有很多的事情发生。
But if you actually get the full Mahabharata, then a major portion of it, a huge portion, is Bhishma talking to Maharaja Yudhisthira.
但如果我们能看到完整版的Mahabharata的话，就会发现主要的部分是 Bhishma Dev 在跟 Yudhisthira Maharaj 在讲话，在教导他。
Srimad Bhagavatam is 18,000 verses.
Srimad Bhagavatam 有18000诗节。
Valmiki Ramayana is 24,000 verses.
Valmiki 的 Ramayana 有24000诗节。
But the Mahabharata is more than 100,000 verses.
但是 Mahabharata 有超过10万个诗节。
So it's it was a really big thing. Of course, in part of the Mahabharata we have also Bhagavad.
那么我们知道，这真的是一本很庞大的就是这个书。当然，在这个 Mahabharata 之中还有Bhagavad Gita。
So Srila Vyasadeva chose to begin writing on this Akshaya Tritiya.
因此，Srila Vyasadeva 选择在 Akshaya Tritiya 这一天开始写这本书。
So any of you want to write your book, it's a good day.
你们如果有人想写自己的书，这是一个好日子。
Write your pastimes.
你们可以写自己的逍遥时光。
Krishna consciousness is ever fresh. We need more and more devotees to write about Krishna consciousness and to describe the teachings of the acharyas and to present everything.
Krishna 知觉是永恒常新的，我们需要越来越多的奉献者写下关于 Krishna 知觉的这些事情，去描述先前的 Acharya 们所讲的那些道理。
There are so many nice books for us to read, and we can always have more books.
我们有很多很好的书可以读，但是我们可以有更多的书。
Recently, somebody gave me the book which His Holiness Giriraj Swami wrote, which was Let There Be a Temple, which is about how Prabhupada wanted the temple built in Juhu.
最近有人送我一本书，是 Gadadhar Swami 写的，让那里有一座庙。这个讲的是舍利帕帕如何想让他在诸湖建一座庙。
So he spent more than 20 years writing that book.
他花了几乎20年的时间来写这本书。
It's a very wonderful book.
是一本非常美妙的书。
We hope the Chinese devotees will get a chance sometime to read it.
我们希望中国奉献者能花一些时间读这本书。
Maybe some kind person will translate it for you all.
可能找到一个人给你们所有的人翻译一下。
There are so many wonderful treasures from the acharyas, from the nice devotees.
有很多来自于先前的 Acharya， 还有非常优秀的奉献者们的宝贝。
The Krishna consciousness movement has a great legacy. All the books of the acharyas, the Goswamis, they wrote so much just for our benefit.
Krishna 知觉其实有一个传奇，所有那些先前的 Acharya 们、Goswami 们，他们写了那么多的书，都是为了我们的好。
And Srila Prabhupada wanted us that we would study the books, we'd read the books.
舍利帕帕想让我们去努力的读这些书，学习这些书。
And then we would teach them to others also.
而且我们要把这些书交给其他的人。
We try to give Krishna consciousness.
我们努力的去把这个 Krishna 知觉给别人。
Lord Chaitanya did not just chant and dance.
主Chaitanya并不仅仅是唱诵和跳舞。
But he was speaking the message of Lord Chaitanya. He was speaking the the scriptures. He was teaching the scriptures. He was explaining the scriptures.
他在教导经典，他在解释经典。
When he met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he listened to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya for 7 days. But then he explained to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya the meaning of Vedanta.
当他遇到 Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya 的时候，他一直连续听了7天，但是后来他把这个解释给 Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya。
And similarly, Lord Chaitanya met Prakasananda Saraswati, and he explained the Vedanta Sutra to Prakasananda Saraswati.
后来主宰他也遇到了 Prakasananda Saraswati， 他把 Vedanta Sutra 解释给了 Prakasananda Saraswati。
When he met with Rupa Goswami, he explained to Rupa Goswami all the details of Ras and how there's many different levels of Bhava, different symptoms of Bhava. Lord Chaitanya explained all of these different things to Rupa Goswami and told Rupa Goswami to write about it.
后来主宰他也遇到了 Rupa Goswami， 主宰他也给 Rupa Goswami 讲了所有 Rasa 之中的一切，而且告诉他 Bhava 还有不同的层面。于是主宰他教导 Rupa Goswami 把所有的这一切都写下来。
And the result was, we got the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and Srila Prabhupada wrote a summary study of that book in the form of the Nectar of Devotion.
结果呢，就是施了 Rupa Goswami 撰写了 Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 奉爱甘露的海洋，而施了帕帕为我们做了一个简要的简写本，那就是奉爱的甘露。
And after that, then one of Prabhupada's disciples, Gadadhar Swami, he wrote a book called Waves of Devotion.
在这之后，施了帕帕德的一个门徒，他的名字叫达努达尔斯瓦米，他撰写了一本书，名字叫做《甘露的波浪》，奉爱的波浪。
It's very helpful. Waves of Devotion is very helpful for us to understand the message of Nectar of Devotion.
奉爱的波浪这本书非常有助于我们了解奉爱的甘露里边的信息。
And then Lord Chaitanya met with Sanatana Goswami, and he taught Sanatana Goswami about the importance of Vaishnava etiquette and the different principles which were required in following, in cultivating Krishna consciousness for the devotees.
后来，主宰他的马哈普布遇到了 Sanatana Goswami， 他教导了 Sanatana Goswami 所有的礼节，而且呢，让他去描述作为一个奉献者应该如何处理生活之中的所有的事情。
The different, how to follow Ekadasi strictly, when to break the Ekadasi, and when there should be fasting on Mahadwadasi, these kind of things. Lord Chaitanya explained all of this to Sanatana Goswami.
主宰他的马哈普布向 Sanatana Goswami 解释了如何严格的遵守 Ekadasi， 如何的去打破 Ekadasi， 如何在 Mahadwadasi 的时候有时候也要遵守 Ekadasi。
So Sanatana Goswami He wrote all about this, all the teachings he got, because Lord Chaitanya, he'd spoken to Rupa Goswami for 10 days, but he spoke to Sanatana Goswami for 2 months.
是了 Sanatana Goswami 把所有的这一切都写了下来，因为主宰他的马哈普布给施了 Rupa Goswami 只讲了10天，他给施了 Sanatana Goswami 讲了2个月。
And then later on, Lord Chaitanya met with people like Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Rai. He used to associate with them in Jagannath Puri.
后来主宰他遇到了 Swarupa Damodar 还有 Ramananda Rai， 他常常后来在加格纳夫瑞跟他们一起联谊。
Ramananda Rai and Swarup Damodar Goswami there. Ramananda Rai is considered the Gopi Vishaka, and Swarup Damodar is the Gopi Lalita.
Swarupa Damodar 被认为是 Vishaka， 而Ramananda Rai 被认为是 Lalita 这个 Gopi。
Ramananda Rai is
Vishaka， 对不起。Ramananda Rai 是 Vishaka Gopi， 而 Swarupa Damodar Goswami 是 Lalita Gopi。
And Lord Chaitanya would discuss with them very elevated topics of philosophy.
主宰他会跟他们讨论非常崇高的体旨，哲学体旨。
So Lord Chaitanya was the greatest Pandit, the greatest scholar, because he's Krishna himself. So, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, by all the Vedas I am to be known. Indeed, I am the author, I am the compiler of the Vedas. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows everything.
主禅他们是最伟大的哲学家，因为他就是 Krishna 本人。在《八国 Gita》之中，他提到说，研习所有的伟大经就是为了了解我，我就是伟大他的编纂者，所以他了解所有的一切。
So he would like to discuss topics of Krishna with the devotees.
因此，他想跟奉献者们一起讨论跟 Krishna 有关的话题。
This is the business when devotees come together.
这就是奉献者们聚集在一起应该做的活动。
Discussing, enlightening each other. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Majjita Madgita Prana Bodhayantas Parasparam Kartayantas Chamam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. The thoughts of my devotees dwell in me, their lives are surrendered unto me, and derive great satisfaction and bliss, enlightening one another and conversing about me.
奉献者们在一起就应该互相的讨论，而且互相的启发。正如《八国 Gita》里这个世界所提到的一样，我的奉献者思我想我，他们臣服于我，他们献出自己的一生谈论我，并且从互相的讨论之中得到极大的喜乐。
This is Abhidaya Gyan. Abhidaya Gyan. There are 3 levels of knowledge. There's Sambandha Gyan, Abhidaya Gyan, Prayojana Gyan.
这个属于 Abhidaya Gyan， 在我们的过程之中呢，有 Sambandha Gyan， 有 Abhidaya Gyan， 还有 Prayojana Gyan。
Abhidaya is the process of devotion.
Abhidaya 指的是奉献服务的程序。
So we want to apply that process.
我们想应用这个程序。
So all you devotees, you have to study Bhakti Shastri.
所以你们所有的奉献者们都应该学习 Bhakti Shastri。
If you want to get second initiation now, everybody have to study Bhakti Shastri.
你们现在如果谁想接受2次启迪，就必须学习 Bhakti Shastri。
If you haven't studied it, then you have to do it.
如果你们还没有学习的话，就应该去学习。
And they're even devising ways for people who cannot read, how they can study the Bhakti Shastri.
而且现在大家还找到一种办法，对于那些不能读书的人，怎么去教他们学习 Bhakti Shastri。
You may not be able to read, but you have ears, you can hear.
因为虽然你不能读书，但你有耳朵，你可以聆听。
You have a tongue, you can talk.
你有舌头，你可以讲话。
You may not be able to write,
你可能不能写字，
but you can speak.
但你可以讲话。
So we want everyone to study this Bhakti Shastri, to know the teachings of Lord Krishna.
因此，我们希望每一个人去学习 Bhakti Shastri， 来了解 Krishna 的教导。
If we're really devotee of Krishna, we must know what is Krishna's teachings.
如果我们是 Krishna 的奉献者，我们必须了解 Krishna 的教导是什么。
Okay, Hare Krishna. Any questions?
有什么问题吗？
您刚才讲到我们过这个加帕克Swami Vyasa Puja和 Introduce Swami Vyasa Puja， 除了这个我们过这个 Vyasa Puja 是为了他们代表学 Vyasa 这个向师父传信领导师致敬之外，我们过这个节日对我们灵性上有什么好处？除了崇拜师父传信和 Vyasa。
Well, the benefit is that you're glorifying not only the spiritual master, you're glorifying the whole disciplic succession.
好处是你不仅仅荣耀灵性导师，你还在荣耀整个的使徒传承。
When we perform the Vyasa Puja, we're glorifying the teacher because he represents a disciplic succession.
通过庆祝维亚萨普加，我们荣耀这个老师，因为他代表的是整个的使徒传承。
Whatever we offer to the teacher, it's not for him. It's for him to give to his teacher, and it goes to Krishna.
我们给这个老师供奉的，不是说给他的，是为了让他，然后给使徒传承供奉，然后一路走向 Krishna 的。
We're offering respects to the teacher because what he represents.
我们向老师致敬，是因为他所代表的。
So it's the duty of the disciple to honor the teacher in this way, and the teacher will honor his teacher.
门徒的身份就是应该去这样的尊敬他的老师，而老师的他的这个身份就应该是尊敬自己的老师。
We have a debt. We have a debt to the spiritual teacher. You can never repay that debt.
我们亏欠灵性导师的，我们永远也偿还不了对灵性导师的债务。
So a small effort towards repaying or to showing our gratitude to the spiritual teacher is by performing that Vyasa Puja ceremony.
所以进行维阿萨普加的这个仪式的庆祝，是我们向我们的灵性的老师表达敬意和感激的一种方式。
But it's not just to glorify only the one teacher, but it's to glorify all the teachers.
但这并不仅仅是为了只荣耀一位老师，而是荣耀所有的老师。
Everyone who is the representative of Vyasa Dev.
每一个人其实他都应该代表维阿萨德。
Yes.
我想问就是如果我们想二次启迪，除了学习Bhakti Shastra，还需要具有什么样的资格？还有自己要保持什么样的心态？
Yes. If you want to get second initiation, Bhakti Shastra is only part of it.
如果你们想要二次启迪的话 ，Bhakti Shastra 只是其中的一部分。
You have to study the Bhakti Shastra, but you have to be good in your sadhana.
你们不仅要学习 Bhakti Shastra， 而且还要做很好的 sadhana。
You have to practice nicely. You have to be, regularly hearing and chanting.
你们要好好的修行，要非常有规律的聆听和念诵。
Not just only study Bhakti Shastra and then I don't do any more reading, don't chant anymore.
然后不是仅仅学习 Bhakti Shastra， 我就不读书了，我也不去做其他的念诵了。
And so usually there has to be a recommendation from the devotee, the senior devotees.
通常应该有资深奉献者的推荐。
And to be second initiated means you may be expected, you may be called on to give classes.
如果要是你得了这个二次启迪的话，这就意味着有的时候人家会叫你来讲课，
Or they may ask you to perform deity worship, to do the puja.
或者是有人来叫你去做神像崇拜、做铺讲。
Of course, cooking is also required, also for second initiated devotees.
当然了，烹调也应该是给神像的这个烹调应该也是由二次启迪的奉献者来做。
People who do cooking for the deities, they should be twice initiated.
那些给神像做饭的人应该是二次启迪过的。
So it's taking more. The idea is that with second initiation, you'll take on more responsibility. You'll be willing to do more service for Krishna.
这个概念是说，当你接受了二次启迪之后，你应该去承担更多的责任，你要为 Krishna 做更多的服务。
你的问题是什么？快一点。
What about our status quo now? It's not really devotional service. We are just on the path of trying to learn how to perform devotional service.
So what's the problem?
那有什么问题呢？
We just want to confirm
Our present state.
Yeah? Okay, confirmed.
确定。
Well, you don't have to worry about that.
那个你不用担心。
Just try and be a good student.
你努力当一个好学生就够了。
Well, if you're a good devotee, if you surrendered, if you do what you're told, then Krishna will make arrangements to take you back home.
如果你要是一个好奉献者，人家告诉你做什么，你去做什么的话，那 Krishna 会安排你回归家园的。
You cannot just go to Krishna, look, I'm qualified, you have to take me back to God.
你不能去找 Krishna 说，看我已经有资格了，你得带我回归守神。
You cannot demand to Krishna.
你不能去要求 Krishna。
You have to surrender.
我们必须要臣服。
See what Krishna wants you to do, where Krishna wants you to be.
然后看看 Krishna 想让你做什么。
Krishna 想让你待在什么地方。
You cannot be dictating to Krishna.
你不能去指挥 Krishna。
问题，我不起离是因为我没有资格，等我有资格的才起离。请问，不起离是否有资格是否有机会变得有资格接受起离？翻译啊。
They're asking, now I'm not taking initiation because I think I'm not qualified. So when I'm qualified, then I can take initiation. But that day will come that finally I'll become qualified and then I can get initiation.
Very good.
就那一天有没有那一天，在我死之前有没有那一天？
Before I'm dying, that day will come.
That's your problem.
那是你的问题。
啊，那是我的问题，那我的问题。这个思想
There's no guarantee that they will come.
不能保证那一天会到来。
哦
Maybe next life.
可能下一辈子吧。
哇！哦，知道。还有问题，我们学 Bhakti Sastri 奉案经典课程的目的，只是为了二次启迪吗？还有没有更深的意义？
What is the purpose for studying Bhakti Sastri?
Of course, the purpose is to increase our knowledge, our realization, our understanding.
这个目的是增加我们的理解，增加我们的就是说，做这些方面。
We're giving our time, our life to Krishna. We want to understand why. What is Krishna's teaching?
我们把自己的生命献给 Krishna， 我们想理解 Krishna 的教导是什么，为什么这样做？
那么，我学 Bhakti Sastri 就一个目的，二次启迪，可不可以？别的目的我不要，我就要这个，可不可以？哎，有的奉献者都直接跟我说，我就是为了二次启迪。我说没别的目的，没有了。
But when you get your second initiation, what are you going to do?
但当你得到二次启迪之后，你做什么呢？
I'm saying second initiation means there's a responsibility.
我已经讲过了，二次启迪意味着你要承担更大的责任。
You're supposed to cook. You're supposed to worship the deities. Maybe you have to speak, give class.
你应该去做饭，你要崇拜神像，可能你还要去讲课。
Oh, here's the
那
Pastime.
个，如果不二次启迪，只有一次启迪，可以回归守神吗？
Yes, you can go back.
可以回去。
Chinese, the first initiation is most important.
第一次启迪更重要。
我有一个问题。
说，赶紧说。
别笑，一笑我老害怕。
赶紧说。
我想问，像我们这个已经二次启迪了，根本就没有学习Bhakti Sastri课的，这不等于我们根本就没有资格呀？
他已经二次启迪，但启迪前没有学 Bhakti Sastri。他说。
Oh, what'd you do? Well, now we're putting up the standard. You see, want to increase the standard.
现在我们把标准提高了，我们想增加我们的标准。
So you got special mercy.
你会得到特殊的仁慈。
You got your second initiation without doing Bhakti Sastri.
你没有学习 Bhakti Sastri 就得到了二次启迪。
But nowadays, if you want to get second initiation, you have to study Bhakti Sastri.
但现在，如果你想得到二次启迪，你必须学习 Bhakti Sastri。
激动了。
And if you've got second initiation, you never now you should study Bhakti Sastri.
如果你得到二次启迪，你没有学习 Bhakti Sastri， 现在你就应该学习 Bhakti Sastri。
一定学习，但是我就没有书。我也 不是刚才那个他们那个超市上那你给我发的那
中
个
文书没有。
电子版的那个，我打不开我的手机。啊，那风爱刚我打不开，这我着急特别着急。我今天吧，我这个念珠，我好好的这袋这么点儿，出不来本来的，我不知道念珠怎么丢了，它是我的生命。这是启迪的念珠。没有。
没有念珠。
没有，我这故事说了，启迪故事说了，没有，这比我的生命还重要，没有它我这一生的启迪的念珠我丢了。
再找。
没有，我找去，我找。
没问题，你的 Guru 给你 the Guru gave you the holy name. He didn't just give you beats. He gave you the holy name.
你的 Guru 并不仅仅给了你念珠，你的 Guru 给了你的是圣名。他的 Guru 说了一句话，说圣名是给门徒的，不是给念珠的。
对。
圣名是给门徒，不是给念珠袋。
I was listening. Shadadanya, there was this one devotee, senior Prabhupada disciple. He was saying he was serving Prabhupada, and he lost his initiation beads. So he came to Prabhupada and he asked Prabhupada, I lost my initiation beads. Could you chant on these new beads for me? And Prabhupada said, I gave you the holy name. That's enough.
有一位资深的帕帕德的门徒沙达丹尼帕布，我跟他交谈的时候，他就给我讲一个故事。他有一次丢了自己的启迪的念珠，然后他就去拿着另一套新的念珠去找说了帕帕，说我丢了我的启迪的念珠，您能不能在这套念珠上再给我念一遍？说了帕帕说我已经给了你圣名，这就足够了。
Be uncool. Okay. Yes.
我丢一回了，那回我找着了。没在中国丢的呀，我这我不行，我找不着了。我刚才我又外边请了一个，我请了一个我们的主席先生。我已经
白讲了。
可是我找不着我的工作，我现在找不着，因为中国也在疫情，他也即使回去也找不到他。我那个念珠是我公公店送过的呀。您告诉我。
我们考你，你想做什么？也要我念呢。
你要
你好啊。太好了。
好，
等一等啊！行了。
感谢你们。
没吃过。
OK，这三个来了。
我上来了吗？来了。
Hare Krishna.
来。